We begin with breaking news tonight, a stabbing among young siblings, another stabbing involving an older victim. It's breaking news right now. San Antonio police responding to not one, but two stabbing scenes tonight.
And the thing is that both are on the northeast side, but they're actually separate cases. We begin with the stabbing at the Renaissance Village apartment complex near Perrin Beitel and Austin Highway. Our Alyssa Cole is there. And Alyssa, we just learned that a 62-year-old man died.
Yes, Stephanie, I am here on Perrin Beitel, like you mentioned, near 410 at the Renaissance Village Apartments. And just moments before this newscast, we did learn that 62-year-old man died. Now, police received a call a little after 8 o'clock about a disturbance. Officers tell us the man was stabbed in the throat near the mailboxes in his apartment complex. Police say the 62-year-old victim was rushed to a nearby hospital, but he did not make it. One person who lives here says she was shocked this happened in her complex.
It's not normal activity for this apartment complex. The street, yes, but not this complex. It's usually older people that live here, and we just keep to ourselves. We try to keep all the riffraff out and, just keep to ourselves. I can't believe this is going on.
Yeah, police say the suspect is a man in his 40s, but they don't have a description. But they are aware that the man ran off on foot north towards 410. And right now, police are in the area searching to locate him. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Alyssa, thank you. And now we have more breaking news tonight. A 12-year-old boy is getting surgery after police say that his 13-year-old sister stabbed him at a home on Wood Lake Parkway. Officers say the siblings got into a, quote, foolish argument. That's when police say the sister attacked her brother with at least 2 kitchen knives. Police say the mom is aware of behavioral issues in the past, but because the 13-year-old suspect is a juvenile, she wasn't questioned at the scene. Instead, she's going to be taken to the juvenile detention center where they're going to process her.
359 days. That's how long it's been since a 3-year-old vanished from a playground at her apartment complex.
Lena Keel's family, you remember this adorable little girl. They're making plans to mark this somber anniversary. The night team's Patty Santos went back to the apartment complex near the medical center where Lena was last seen. And Patty, it's been almost a year. What's changed here?
Well, if you can see behind me here, the name of the apartment complex has changed and they've put up security cameras. But people who still live here tell me they're concerned, they're worried. They feel like there's not enough urgency in the community to help find her even a year later.
Nearly a year since Lena Keel was last seen in this playground, children run and play the same way she did, without a care. But parents who live in the apartment complex are still worried.
I feel like scared, because I have 2 kids.
Abel Bautista is new to the complex, but remembers the citywide search for the 3-year-old. Now he feels the community and even those in the complex have lost the urgency to find her.
Nobody saying nothing. The people I looking right now every people is good.
Rita McMickens feels the same way, wondering if Lena's case has been put on the back burner.
What about the little girl from our neighborhood? She was right here at the playground next door to my apartment. You never found her, but you keep finding all these other kids. Something don't seem right.
McMickens says the days and even months after Lena's disappearance, the FBI and police interviewed her and neighbors. She says they even took video from her Ring camera, but it led to nothing.
It's heartbroken. I'm not even her mom, and I still feel some kind of way, like it's a baby. It's a little girl. What happened?
Lena's story has been featured on national shows. San Antonio police says the missing person search is ongoing.
And we reached out to members of the Islam community for comment. We have not heard back, but at one point they were offering a $250,000 reward for information that could lead to information about where she might be. Now, a spokesperson for the Keel family tells me they are just devastated as the date of her disappearance approaches. Steve, Stefania.
Yeah, I could imagine, Patty. Thank you. Now to a Nightbeat update for an officer that was fired for a feces sandwich. His controversy seems to have caught up with him at another police department. KSAT Investigates has followed the case surrounding Matthew Lockhurst for years. San Antonio Police Department fired him, and then he went on to Floresville. Now, the mayor there says that they've been flooded with emails about his position on the force. In a statement, the mayor says that Lockhurst was, quote, released from employment with the Floresville Police Department yesterday. Our city manager is implementing stricter hiring policies for all City of Floresville employees, end quote.
I want to show you some new video tonight regarding the growing amount of asylum seekers crossing the border into El Paso. This is the airport in El Paso. Some migrants staying outside, others waiting for their flights inside. The city says between 500 to 600 migrants stayed overnight at the El Paso airport just this past weekend. It could get even more crowded with holiday travel.
And that will be a concern. I mean, there's only so much footprint there. We have a lot of travel going on. There's numerous people looking to get in and out of town. And this is just above and beyond that right now.
Earlier this week, we showed you the more than 2,000 migrants that have arrived near the area. Many of them, as you see, crossing the Rio Grande. This comes as Title 42 is set to expire next week on December 21st. It was first invoked by former President Donald Trump during the COVID pandemic to expel migrants before they could seek asylum. The city of El Paso says they hope to bus migrants to larger travel hubs like Dallas or Denver. They're asking the federal government for $4.7 million to help with that plan and allow them to reopen their welcome center and serve 1,600 migrants a day there.
Now, the KSAT Investigates team is looking into a bar brawl that has San Antonio police investigators really taking notice. So they want to know if multiple SAPD officers broke department rules during a fight that was caught on camera. So this was in Helotes back in October. One man, identified as an off-duty sergeant, can be seen grabbing a woman and just tossing her aside. San Antonio police say they're working with officers in Helotes to gather more information in their investigation.
And now for a look at some of today's big headlines in your Nightbeat News Flash. A FedEx contractor accused of the death of this 7-year-old girl now also facing a lawsuit. The family of Athena Strand filing that lawsuit against FedEx and a subcontractor. The suit accuses the two companies of gross negligence and seeks more than $1 million in damages. Police say that the man accused in all of this confessed to strangling the little girl after he was worried he would get in trouble for accidentally hitting her with a delivery truck. Strand's mother says a box of Barbies being delivered as a Christmas present before her daughter was killed. San Antonio firefighters say hot body wax ignited inside this nail salon, and that was on Worthy Parkway. It caused a fire. That business attached to an apartment complex with set-off fire alarms. But instead of evacuating, many residents just stayed put.
They've been doing tests from it. They've been telling us that throughout the day we might hear the fire alarms going off.
So they didn't think it was anything unusual. This morning's alarm at the Rim Apartments was no test, though. Some neighbors remained on their balconies while firefighters fought the flames. Luckily, no one was injured. The flames were contained to just that nail salon. An ambulance targeted by thieves. As a matter of fact, this unit you're looking at is missing a catalytic converter. The car part helps reduce pollutants. It's also made with precious metals, something crooks are apparently selling. It's an issue that's plagued cars in driveways and school buses across the city. One paramedic we spoke with says he hopes there's going to be harsher punishment for catalytic converter thefts. The emergency response team concerned repairs for this theft could run into the thousands. And that's a look at your Nightbeat News Flash.
We're feeling the cold front tonight. Temperatures across the state down to 26 right now in Amarillo. Even Lubbock right now at 36 degrees. In and around San Antonio, we've got some 30s in the hill country already, 50 officially at the airport in town. But Comfort Bernie already down to 37. Have the jackets ready for tomorrow morning. Mid-30s for most of us, and even a brief light freeze in a good portion of the hill country. I think Kerrville Comfort down to about 30 degrees tomorrow morning. We'll talk about how much we warm up tomorrow and then how our high temperatures take a nosedive in the days ahead, along with our next chance of rain in a bit, Steve.
Thank you, Adam. Still ahead on the Nightbeat, gas prices dropping, but what's causing them? And how are prices faring in San Antonio? We're going to hear from experts coming up.
You know what's going up? Interest rates. Yeah, they said they were going to do it, and they did. The Fed raised interest rates today. It's going to make things more expensive, but there are some things that you can do to soften the blow. and we'll discuss them.
And Bad Bunny, the latest artist to be caught up in the troubles at Ticketmaster. Now Mexico's president making a plea days after the singer's concert. We're going to take a look at what Mexico's president is pushing for, as well as what Ticketmaster is saying now. It's next on the Night Beat. Ticketmaster facing more troubles. First, it faced controversy with Taylor Swift fans after a pre-sale fiasco. Now an investigation underway after allegations of fake tickets at Bad Bunny concerts in Mexico City. Ticketmaster Mexico says there were 4.5 million requests for the Bad Bunny concert on Friday. Only 120,000 seats were available. The company says fake tickets were presented at the gates and that their ticket reading system did not recognize legitimate tickets for a certain period of time. Mexico's Consumer Protection Agency is going to investigate all this. Now, just today, Mexico's president is asking Bad Bunny to perform for free to make up for the situation. Bad Bunny's representatives have not responded yet.
They did it again. Hours ago, the Federal Reserve raised its interest rate by 0.5 point. So now it's between 4.25% or 4.5%, which is the highest it's been in 15 years. So it means that buying a home, a car, or taking out a loan is going to cost you even more. We spoke with the senior VP at USAA to put it all into perspective.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about it. Putting food on the table, it's getting more difficult.
No one likes it when interest rates go up. It makes buying a home or taking out a loan or credit card more expensive.
At this point, the budget keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger because the prices keep going up and up and up. So just trying to, by the end of the year, just make sure that we're doing well.
This afternoon, the Federal Reserve announced interest rates are going up by 0.5 point. The move is aimed at slowing inflation, but it won't slow the burn for consumers. Inflation has made everything cost more, and the new interest rate hike is going to hit consumers yet again, says USAA Senior VP Ryan Bailey.
Goods can get more expensive over time, too, because the cost of borrowing goes up for small businesses, so they may have to offset their cost by raising their prices as well.
But Ryan also says you have options, especially if you're looking to buy a home or pay down credit card debt.
You want to try to get your highest interest rate debt down further. So look for those. Also, home ownership, you can actually, some of that interest is tax deductible.
Even though it may cost you more up front, Ryan says there's one bit of advice he gives to anyone with any debt.
To look at the interest rate you're paying and also look at the fine print and some of the terms and conditions. Make sure there's no hidden fees, but pay your higher interest rate debt first so you can burn that down over time.
Yeah, it's good advice. And the saying that whatever goes up must come down. Well, the interest rate, yes, it's probably going to come down, but the Federal Reserve is saying that may not happen until 2024.
2024. Well, meanwhile, drivers are catching a bit of a break at the pump. Here in San Antonio, AAA shows the average price for a gallon of regular is $2.53. That's down 11 cents from last week, 19 cents down from last year. AAA says the global price of oil, along with the less expensive winter blend of gasoline, is behind the steady decline in prices. It comes ahead of another holiday travel season. Analysts say the number of travelers beginning to return to pre-pandemic levels right now.
We are forecasting 113 million people are going to be traveling for this upcoming holiday period. About 101 million will go by car.
All right, if you plan to travel by car, make sure your fluids are topped off, the tires are filled, and you keep track of the weather.
Yes, indeed. I mean, you have to, right? You look at right there, it says 49 degrees. Here's a live view here over the quarry right now. Nice Christmas lights. And yeah, so it's feeling more like Christmas.
It's got a nice little snowflake effect on the old stacks there.
And that's the only snowflake effect we're going to have. Okay?
You knew what my next question was.
I'm actually wearing my snowflake tie today. I thought, it's cooler out.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? It's that time of year. It's not a harbinger of what's to come, okay? I'm not foreshadowing anything here. Chilly mornings ahead, that's for sure. Get used to that. So jacket weather, sweatshirt weather. If you like the hoodie sweatshirt in the morning, I know my kids do. That's good mornings for it. Below average temperatures here to stay. And then some light rain chances here and there. We're going to get to that in a moment. Let's start with our KSAT 12-hour forecast tomorrow. 36 at 6, 7 a.m. So at the bus stop in the morning, mid-30s, and as I pointed out earlier, even a light freeze in the hill country. By noon, we're up to 60. And then by about 4 p.m., we'll hit our high temperature of 68 degrees, wall-to-wall sunshine. So warming up nicely, up to 68 in Hondo, Seguin, 66 the high, Bernie and Bulverde making it up to 64. Our afternoons, though, they cool off quite a bit. Look at Friday. We dropped down to 60. Okay, below average, but not bad. Saturday, just a raw day. 48 the high temperature. All day Saturday will be spent in the 40s with low gray clouds and a little bit of dampness periodically with a few light showers, but nothing meaningful. And yes, high temperatures do rebound Sunday into next week, but still below average in the mid-50s. And we've been talking about the trend as we get closer to Christmas. This is the Climate Prediction Center's outlook, and it's basically the likelihood of being above or below average. And we are in the high likelihood of being below average for temperatures leading into Christmas and even through Christmas Day as well. And that's a good portion of the country, about 2/3 of the U.S. likely to see those below average temperatures. So what is average around Christmas? Well, a high of 63 and a low of 41. I think it's very probable that we could be a good 20 degrees below average, and we could see our first freeze toward the end of next week. Here's a look at our average first freeze in San Antonio. It's November 30th. Hill Country obviously earlier, and in the Hill Country, we have already had a first freeze this year, so no more freeze warnings being issued for the Hill Country. All right, let's talk about our overall pattern. Tornadic activity in the city of New Orleans earlier today. Severe weather activity now moving eastward through parts of the Florida Panhandle and even into parts of Alabama. That's the real action. Of course, a lot of heavy rain and then snow on the cold side of the system. It's just a huge upper level low. Look at this thing. It's just about the whole nation being affected by this big, beautiful 500 millibar low pressure system. And it's a slow mover as well. This is what has directly influenced our temperatures and pushed this cooler air back into town. And it's got that crisp feel back in our air. We will have a few ripples in our upper level flow. The first being Saturday, not a very prominent one, just a few sprinkles, very light showers. Better odds, though, with this next disturbance coming in on Monday to give us some scattered rain. Light in nature, but we're looking at a 40% chance on Monday. We talked about those temperatures remaining cool, a little bit of dampness here and there Saturday, pretty much negligible, I think. But by Monday, we could have some minor accumulations, with those highs remaining low. Really quickly, lastly, who needs decorations? In Rock Springs, you live off the land. Don't
Yeah,
you love
do.
that? I love it.
Get
Thanks for posting
creative.
that.
Work with what you got.
Yeah.
A rock man, not a snowman.
Yeah, forget Frosty. That's Rocky.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
That was
Every
good.
once in a while, I get one in there. All right. Spurs no longer on a streak.
Yeah, it was tough because Portland really had their number tonight. They fought back a number of times to get back in this game, but at the end, Portland prevailed. When we come back, more about the Spurs loss tonight at the AT&T Center, and we're live from Orlando with the UTSA Roadrunners coming up.
This SA Salutes holiday greeting is brought to you by Gomez Law Firm.
Christmas is a time to be thankful for our many blessings. So on behalf of the Joe Gomez Law Firm, we want to thank our armed forces and veterans for their service. Merry Christmas.
The Pirates get their send-off, their first state championship game in 55 years from the city of Poe today in Big Board Sports. But first, it is game day. Spurs going for their season-best fourth win in a row tonight. St. Anthony alum Charles Bassey getting to start against the Portland Trail Blazers for the first time in his NBA career with the Spurs. Bassey making a contribution early. The nice assist to cutting Trey Jones to the layup and the early lead. It's Jones this time with a dish to Keita Bates-Diop in the lane. He goes up and under for the bucket. Spurs up by 1. But the Blazers finish the quarter on a 12-4 run to lead by 11. That lead would grow to 18 as Damian Lillard attacks the lane, puts it up and in. Devin Vassell knocks down the jumper from the elbow, and it's 73-57 Blazers at the half. half. The Blazers would lead by 19 early in the third, but here come the Spurs. Keldon Johnson in the corner for the three. That is good. Spurs pushing the pace. Vassell, the catch and shoot three, plus the foul is a 4-point play. Lead is down to 7. Doug McDermott for 3 from the near sidelining is good, and it's a 4-point game. Bassey to Keldon for the reverse layup. Keldon led the Spurs at 25, but the Blazers pull away. Damian Lillard hit 7 of 14 threes for 37 points. Blazers stop the Spurs win streak, 128-112.
It's more so our effort, our communication, and just flat out grunt, as Pop says, just we can control those things. We can't control the ball going in every time. So if we can just continue to focus on those things, we're going to get off to better starts.
All right, there was a Jakob Poeltl sighting today at the Spurs practice facility. The first time we've seen him, the Spurs center on court since he suffered a bone bruise on his right knee against the Lakers last month and forcing him to miss the last 6 games. Now his return is getting closer. Next up at the Spurs will be the Heat, a rematch on Saturday in the AT&T Center at 4 p.m. Countdown to the Duluth Trading Cure Bowl in Orlando has begun. Less than 48 hours before kickoff between the UTSA Roadrunners and the Troy Trojans on Friday at 2 p.m. In fact, let's more or less take it live to Orlando. That's where we find our Larry Ramirez. Hey, Larry.
Hello, Greg. So the UTSA Roadrunners held their final practice here in Orlando today at the University of Central Florida before playing in the Cure Bowl on Friday against the Troy Trojans. And head coach Jeff Traylor said he was really impressed with the practice facility at UCF. So tomorrow the Roadrunners will hold a walkthrough only at Exploria Stadium, site of the Cure Bowl, and take the team picture as well. Now, for a handful of seniors, the Cure Bowl will be their final college football game, a time to reflect on their days at UTSA.
For sure, it makes me the last home game, I was trying to take everything in, the whole crowd, realizing oh, this is my last time. But I don't really get too emotional or sentimental. I haven't been taking too many pictures, so. But other than that, I got moments in my head that are gonna stick with me.
Honestly, I don't have any emotions. I mean, I'm just enjoying my moments here right now. I probably have some after Friday, but I haven't felt them yet.
After the game, preps were done today. The team went to Universal Studios and Universal Islands of Adventures. Now, before heading over there, Coach Traylor was asked if he planned on riding any roller coasters.
I doubt it. I don't even like airplanes. If I do, it'll be probably, no, I doubt I will get on one. I'll have to be shamed by my players before I would do it. And it'd be something going really fast and straight. I don't want any spinning. No upside down things. I got a lot of people counting on me, JJ. I need to stay alive, man. There's a lot of people counting on me right now.
Well, hopefully we'll find out tomorrow if his players shamed him into getting on a roller coaster. Greg, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Larry. The Valero Alamo Bowl handed out a record 91 scholarships today during the HEB Scholarship Awards Luncheon. $1.1 million awarded to 91 students from 71 area high schools and colleges. That tops all bowl games.
This scholarship really means a lot. It means my parents aren't going to have to pay for my room and board in college. That's not covered by scholarships by Prairie View. So it just provides me a lot of opportunity to pursue things at university.
The Valero Alamo Bowl will be played on Thursday, December the 29th in the Alamo Dome between Texas and Washington. The Poth Pirates get their send-off to State next.
Hopefully this is going to be a better day for us and we're going to have a championship coming back.
Big send-off today for the Poth Pirates, who are playing in the state high school football championship game for the first time since 1968. They were cheered as they left town today, headed to Jerry World in Arlington for tomorrow's 3 p.m. kickoff against Gunner to decide the Class 3A Division II state title. We even found one of the players who was on that state finals team 55 years ago.
Go and do your best is all I can explain. Do your best, play your best. Just got to do a better job against them. That's all I can ask, and hopefully y'all can do good.
That would be great. We're cheering, of course, for the Pirates. Also Wimberley and also Bernie's involved. Those games will be on Friday, tomorrow's post day.
Yeah, go Poth.
You got it.
Yeah, thank you, Greg.
All right, and we'll be right back after this.
Crisp and cool. Well, some would call it chilly tomorrow morning. 36 to start the day, but by the afternoon, we're in the upper 60s with a lot of sunshine, so you can have your short sleeves later on in the day. Light variable breeze. High temperatures, though, fall off near 60 on Friday. Then this weekend on Saturday, that's really our low point, 48 the high. So all day it looks like we'll be spent in the 40s with clouds, a little bit of a breeze, and some light dampness periodically. Better rain chances Monday, though.
Okay, but if you're going to put the finishing touches on your house for Christmas, at least you'll feel like you're in the holiday mood.
Seasonal.
Good night.